People who sell the bottom are unfortunately victims of the toilet paper hand mafia. Baby dolls, baby cakes, and esteemed cherry pies. I've been saying to accumulate Chainlink for the past 18 months. Don't you dare come to me with these stupid questions about, do I buy now? Do I buy now? I have been yelling from the rooftops for 18 freaking months, even longer than that. You auto buy everything under $10. Now that's above $10, what do we do? I'll tell you what to do. You're going to have to use some indicators, okay? There's no right answer. I get the feeling, okay? We're all attracted to the green prices. I know. I'm just a random dude on the internet yelling into the ethosphere, no pun intended. And you're like, oh my God, the green candles are coming. Maybe this guy is right. I understand. I completely understand. But it's on you now. I took the risk. I look like an idiot. I still look like an idiot. I took all the risk. You got to be careful when it comes to these because I know you're not all going to make it. If you watch my channel, you're going to make it though. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Appreciate every single one of you. I can give you the juice. We're going to go through that. But you're going to have to sit down and shut up for 5 seconds. Anything that happens above $15 Chainlink, Wild Wild West, we can pull back 50%, 30%, 20%, go sideways. I'm going to show you it's done that in the past. But the whole point of buying in the depression is so we can cheer Chainlink and other coins moving up through the cycle, including real DeFi like PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, including Friendship DeFi, Bug Eater DeFi. Don't FOMO anything. This is a nice AI picture of Chainlink, Zelda. Habibi, please listen to me. Chainlink, it flipped green on the weekly super trend. You see this? I have a weekly EMA. This is such a simple strategy. At least it gives you some sort of decision point. Now, you missed the trade. I made this post. Remember, I was making videos, friends. I made videos. I go, warning, warning, Chainlink hit $8, closed for the week, and then it pulled in. This was the first pull in. This was literally the last stop before liftoff. Bang. Now we're up here. If you want to wait for a pull in, you're going to have to pray and hope that these dots don't keep dragging up with it. This is the game, man. That's the game. You want to take on the risk? Good luck. The whole point of buying the depression is to avoid this type of game. In the past, the pushing up point, the thrust was so big in Chainlink that when it did go sideways, it was much higher anyway. But we're not guaranteed that. Remember, we've got diminishing gains. You know, there's a lot of competition now, thicker liquidity. You're not guaranteed of anything. But there's also this risk as well. Okay, if you wait for the pull in to the 21 EMA, it can drop 50% on your face. It also, another time, once you went for the EMA, and look at this, you're down here, down 63%. Okay, this is just what happens, man. You got to take on the risk. That's it. You buy in a clip, you go, okay, that's another 4 years. You got to wait. Hopefully, it's a lot shorter than that. But, you know, I still think you can go to $50. I'm not a financial advisor. Go buy stocks and bonds. See how that works out for you. I appreciate every single one of you. Mr. Moon Launch asked, is this still a buy at $12.12? I would still do it. I just toggle the ratio, all right? Because Chainlink's on the move and other coins aren't as much. You got to remember, it's left the auto buy zone. So right now, it's a momentum and trading game. What does that mean? Like I said, you get the pull in to the 21 EMA just so you don't FOMO in. But you can only put a 21 EMA on a weekly candle and wait for that pullback, maybe. Because what if Chainlink goes to $25? Now the EMA is like at $16. That can happen. All right, but it's just a full-on gamble. That's it. You got to accept it. Welcome to crypto. Welcome to markets. You know, you do have PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex. They aren't even flipped the green on the weekly yet. So you just have those. You have those alternatives to go through. Okay. You got to remember as well. Talking about PulseChain and Hex. PulseChain, there are 180 content creators. Golly gee, that's quite a lot. Now, there's a friend out there named Dick Carter. Now, here's Dick. Now, Dick, why do I call him Dick? Well, he's fighting my bags. So, friends, it's a tribe. You understand? You can't like the dudes on the other team. There's not enough capital for us all. There is, but you got to understand. The weaker the tribe, the more faster you go to zero. My neighbor, don't speak it too loudly. Litecoin, no one cares. You poop on them, no one cares. Tezos, no one cares. All these other coins, EOS, the 3 people that still visit the Reddit, don't care. A lot of these coins just fade into obscurity. You need cult. You need community. You need tribe. You need guild. You need people to band together. If they're not doing that, bad. Just get out. Not worth it. Okay, not going to make it. Dick made some comments. I'm actually going to show you the comments too. Okay, so go through some comments. So Dicky Boy said, by contrast, The Corrupt SEC's case against Hex, Pulse Chain, is a slam dunk. I'm so sorry to say this. I read all the complaints and it clearly satisfies all the prongs of Howey. I don't know what drugs you were smoking because I read it too and it's a bunch of baloney, all right? So you've been a very naughty little boy. While the SEC's case is not criminal, when you see cases like this, it normally entails parallel prosecution from the Department of Injustice, law enforcement. This is such an open and shut case, and Richard Hart Hex has such a US presence that you will very likely see this. Okay, yes. He also says that they're going to wind down Pulse Chain, all this other junk. He's calling for jail, blah, blah, blah. He said 70% chance, friends. This is the most important part. He goes, I give this a 70% chance. I don't say this to be cruel or harsh. I'm not calling you dick just to be cruel or harsh either. I'm just telling you, I think you're wrong. I think put your money where your mouth is and get short. All right, 70% chance, right? Better than 50-50. You have a competitive edge here. Just to remind you, everyone else, okay? Pulse Chain validators are decentralized. You can't shut down PulseX either. If you want to put effort to shut down PulseX, you may as well go for Uniswap, go for the jugular. It makes no sense to go for just PulseX. You understand that? The amount of manpower needed, the amount of government strangling and tentacles needed, you go after Uniswap and everything else. Hex isn't security, okay? It does not pass the Howey test. You want to fail the Howey test, okay? Hex fails the Howey test. There is no common enterprise. There is no Hex building. There's no Hex HR team. There is nothing, all right? It's code on Ethereum. You understand that? Pulse Chain was run exactly like the Ethereum ICO. Guess what? If you say Pulse Chain is a security, then Ethereum is a security. But the Corrupt SEC is allowing the ETFs to be filed. It is not a security. Now, you can argue about this in law and courts. No one really cares. All right, all we know is you're a poopy head and all that matters, and you smell too. So, Dick Carter, I think, calling you out, put your money where your mouth is, go put short on. Go to Famous, literally, go Famous, go to Hex, Pulse, and PulseX, put on a short and screenshot it, and we will see in 24 months if it's lower than now, okay? Now, it'll be very funny if it does go to zero. You could just quote this video, but don't just do this stuff. You think there's a 70% chance or something? Man, come, do it. It's asking you to do it. In fact, you get paid to do it. Brag to everyone about your alpha male short. There is a 70% chance odds that this goes to zero. Perfect. Perfect. You can bet on this stuff. Come and bet on it and show us how it's done. Come. I want to see, friends. I'll tell you something right now. Richard Hart disappeared. The Corrupt SEC coming. Big whales dumped. 99% down. Shadow banned everywhere. Delisted from OKEX. Guess what? There's still 180 content creators. You want to bet against that? Be my guest, man. Come bet against that. I'm literally, we're asking you. Come get short. We have systems here built for you. Decentralized. No one can shut that down. You will only create conflict. Get ready, friends. Something's happening right now. There is an intergalactic force permeating through crypto. There's real DeFi and there's fake DeFi. Every time you see someone come out to attack, what they're doing is they're creating a wedge and it's making it very obvious that Pulse Chain is real DeFi. Okay, so you want to come and do this? Come do this, man. I mean, we're in crypto after all. Everything's a freaking gamble casino. That's exactly what we're here for. You know what else we're here for? Green candles. I'm in crypto to see Chainlink flip Apple. It would be a price of $4,961. But of course, friends, this is very tongue-in-cheek, of course. Very tongue-in-cheek. They say Chainlink is the next Apple. It's going to do all these. I hope it does. It's just a long way to do that. And trust me, all these people talk. I love these numbers. Every single person you know, they're out at $100. Okay, maybe I'll hold to like 180, 400. They're out. They're so out. It's not funny. All right. It's exactly with Amazon. Who held Amazon the whole way? It was Jeff Bezos and his wife, his ex-wife now. No one else believed. You think it's going to be easy to hold this much? And you're not going to hold this much. It's tongue-in-cheek because it's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of value added. So I've got to remind you, right? Chainlink, $12, $13, $15, wherever it goes. Who the hell cares? It's still such a long way to go, man. Like, we are nowhere near. It's better than XRP, all right? Look, I love you, XRP army, but we just got better tech, right? It's like you're a Toyota Corolla, Chainlink is a Ferrari with a jet engine, and it's got a crypto mining server inside, and it cures cancer. And guess what? It's also carrying strippers inside. Yes, it fits all of them in the boot. You see that? Dancing strippers. You can't beat that. It's just got everything. XRP has to fork Uniswap now, and they are. Ripple's actually forking Uniswap. They're doing the AMM model. I'm not making this up. I made videos on it. You can go back and watch it, but I'm just, it's just, look, if he's just, I don't want to be rude, but if he's had the tech 10 years ago, why are you forking Uniswap V2 now? Just, I love you guys. Look, you want Ripple to dump on your face? That's fine, okay? 2 XRP tokens, 1 cup. I'll watch that movie. Look, if Chainlink continues to lead the market, it's great for the whole crypto industry. Why? It's because we saw memes and meme coins pump before. And I was just wondering, like, man, is anybody ever going to buy a coin based off fundamental infrastructure ever again in their life? Like, I knew one time it would come. It was so hard to believe. Like, you really just had to be like, that's it. I'm taking sleeping pills, come back in a year. And guess what? Started moving up. Trash coins aren't moving now. Why? It's because they ran out of money. That's why the people who were playing in them literally ran out of money. They fried themselves out. Just like that dude. You're like, bro, it's 48 hours since you came. You haven't slept, all right? You've only got like 1.5 days left into you before you collapse. You better have some toast. But guess what? The person's got no appetite because he's still cranking on. He's got another party to go to. They're going to burn themselves out. And that's exactly what happened. Speaking of burnout, though, the burnout that's going to happen if GCR's target for Ethereum comes, not going to be the best friends, because this is, no one talks about this forecast. Now, you remember GCR, gigantic Cascock rebirth, one of the greatest speculator forecasters, rumored to be involved with Vivek Ramaswamy, also a George Soros sympathizer. Now, GCR, mysterious figure, he also found me, so if you're a friend of the channel, all right, you miss a shoe bill. Let me tell you something. He made a post once. Now, he had a 99% strike rate, right? So I wouldn't fade him, but he said, my 2030 long-term target for Ethereum is $10,000. All right. Now, here's the thing. He said this at the bottom of the bear. He said it when it was like, oh, really dark and down days, right? Oh, and everyone wanted some bullish news. And I read it. I was like, wait a minute. 10,000 that's pretty trash. There's no way when the bull market comes, people are going to have a $10,000 target. So he had to backpedal a bit. I think people like offended, like, what? 10,000? He's like, oh, like, it's your chance at wealth or whatever. And he kind of disappeared from that comment. I got to remind you, man, it's funny. No one wants to talk about that target. Well, the guy with 99% strike rate just told you it's game over. Why aren't you listening? Luckily for you, friends, you go on Google, you actually search it right. I have made many videos. GCR confirms Somi's third cycle curse for Ethereum, okay? The Echo Bubble as well. The Ethereum third cycle curse. It is a third cycle curse, friends. I'm telling you now, it's not what we think. Look, we just got to admit, Ethereum's beautiful. It's amazing. But we ain't early anymore. It's in the third cycle. Bitcoin's beautiful and amazing. But we ain't early anymore. It's going in its fourth cycle. We just have to accept this. GCR more bearish than everybody else out there. Is not bearish though compared to me, because even though we're looking at all of these, I'm here 18 hours a day. I gained confidence in the bear market because I saw titans of the industry get things wrong while I was on the other side. I was like, man, trust me, friends. I was like sitting in this squeaky chair thinking, there is no way I'm going to be right on this one. Oh my God, these people are geniuses. They're just pioneers. How can they be wrong? But all the signs tell me that I'm right. We stuck to our water pistol guns and we were right, all right? Don't forget, everyone's thinking about the $10,000 round number. Every single freaking person is talking about $10,000 Ethereum, which means the smart money starts exiting at 8. You get it? I know you get it. Who's going to be buying at 10? Please tell me. If people are buying at 10K Ethereum, they have to believe in 20K. I haven't heard anybody talk about 20K for this cycle. They only talk about 15. So who's going to be buying at 8K? It's the people who think we're going to 15. They got a 2x roughly in it. You know the game now. I've explained it to you many times. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, friends, we are going to make it. Wealth is coming soon. Catch you soon.